Hello everyone, thanks for tuning in to today's second video. We're doing the extended USA forecast for today's second video. So as always on a Wednesday, we're having a look at the weather for the next 6 weeks in the United States. I should get on with that for you in a moment. Just to say that the first video today was our 6 AM UK weather forecast. We've got a bonus video coming up for you in an hour or so's time. That is going to be looking at the JMA seasonal model for the next 3 months, July to September. And then following along after that, of course, at 6 PM, we're live streaming. We're going to do our Wednesday evening live stream. And we're live streaming our 10 to 14 day. So instead of a video upload, we will be doing that live for you at 6 PM. Please like, share, subscribe on all today's videos. Thank you so much, everybody, for doing that. And I hope you're having a lovely, lovely Wednesday as well, by the way. Okay, let's start off with the week 1 500 millibar height anomaly for the United States, taking us through this week, the 19th to the 26th of June. So we've got below average heights in the Pacific and into the west coast of America, and also down across the southeastern part of America, with above average heights across northern and northeastern parts of the state. Jet stream coming through something a little bit like that, and probably going up there as well, so a bit of a split in the jet. Should bring the warmest weather to northern parts of states, and of course with this ridge down in the south towards Texas. Here's how the temperature anomaly is shaping up. Then so you can see where the troughs are, where we've got the colder average temperature anomalies from off the Pacific into the west coast of America. Bear in mind it will still be very warm or hot through California, for example, even if the anomaly temperature anomaly is like 6 to 10 degrees below average. It should still be very warm at this time of the year. And in the southeastern corner of America, also looking quite cool there as well. Meanwhile, for Texas, though, and the southern states, looks really hot through there, and also in the north as well, through the Midwest and up into the Great Lake and northeastern parts of America and back into Canada. We see very significantly above average temperatures there, particularly through Canada actually, where we're 6 to 10 degrees above average. Very, very hot around the American-Canadian border. Precipitation looks like this, so wet and average conditions coming off the Pacific into the west coast and towards the Rockies. Also in this eastern, southeastern part of America, looks very, very, very wet through there, really significantly above average rainfall. In between, though, it's drier than average through the Midwest and up into the north and the northeast, where we have that ridge of high pressure, and also relatively dry from the southern states, from Texas back towards Arizona, for example. Right, week 2 will be the 26th of June to the 3rd of July. Let's have a look at this one. So again, we've got below average heights, low pressure coming in up the Pacific, and also in the east and the northeast of America, trough of low through there. The high pressure looks like it's lifting back out into Canada. It is also down towards both southern and southwestern parts of America as well. Temperature anomalies for next week look like this. If it was going to update. Will it update? Is it going to update? There we go. That's a heart in the mouth moment. So we find that the southern states are looking hot next week. Again, particularly like Arizona, Oklahoma, Texas, very significantly above our temperatures there, and up into Canada as well, hotter than average. Meanwhile, though, from the Pacific to the Rockies, a little bit cooler than average, and also up the eastern seaboard, interestingly, and back into the Midwest, looking quite a lot cooler through those eastern parts of America next week. And as far as rainfall is concerned, so it looks pretty wet in these eastern and also northeastern parts of America. Definitely a trough of low is sitting in the east of the northeast, bringing cooler temperatures and spells of rain. Northwest also looks a little bit wet, the Pacific Northwest. Otherwise, the southern, western, southwestern states look relatively dry once more. And then we move on into week 3, which will be the 3rd to the 10th of July. Still some sort of trough of low pressure left around the Great Lakes. Higher pressure down towards the southwestern part of America and up towards Canada as well. As far as temperatures are concerned, they look like this. So The east still looking relatively cool, actually, from the Midwest to the eastern seaboard. And these northwestern states also looking a bit on the cool side as well. Southern, southwestern states significantly warmer than average, and up toward the Canadian border and back into Canada. Again, we see hotter than average temperatures through there. But west of the Midwest, through here, like the western Midwest of the Rockies, also looking as though it could be quite hot in week 3. But temperatures are concerned, so again we find it's drier than average in the southern southwestern part of America, a little bit wetter in the northern northwest part of America. Great Lakes area looks relatively dry, southeastern part of the states looks wet, and that could extend onto the east coast as well. And then week 4 will be the 10th to the 17th of July, losing the signal a little bit now. Still some higher pressure towards the southwestern part of America and up towards the Canadian border. Otherwise, the signal is weakening. Temperatures, anomalies, just generally lifting up a little bit, but could still be a bit cool in the southeastern corner and in the northwest. In between, though, we see large areas that are quite warm in week 4. And for precipitation, 10th, 17th of July. Again, these western, southwestern states look dry. The eastern and northeastern states do look a little bit on the wet side. The signal's weakening though. Week 5 will be the 17th, 24th of July. Very, very weak signal now. Let's put in a question mark. We've lost the signal, I think, at this point. Temperatures looking generally quite warm, particularly through the central, midwestern parts of America. And as far as precipitation is concerned, so largely on the drier than average side, I think, through the Midwest and out to the west could still be a little bit wet though over towards the east. And then finally we get to week 6, which will be the 24th to the 31st of July. No signal again. Let's put in that question mark. And for temperatures, just generally warming up from coast to coast, west coast to the east coast. We see a general sort of warm-up taking place. Precipitation, very weak signal, but could be a little bit on the dry side, especially so into the southwest. Right, okay, that's how we're looking for this week. Remember, any forecast beyond 5-7 days comes with big health warnings, large pictures of assault attacks. So it's just a snapshot. What model is showing could look pretty different when we look at it next week. And if you enjoyed this USA Extended Forecast, please like, share, subscribe, and let me know in the comments what you thought. We will be back in about an hour's time with the JMA seasonal model for the UK and for Europe, looking at weather for July, August, and September. And then we're live streaming at 6 PM tonight. We're live streaming at 10 to 14 there. I shall see you later on for that, hopefully. For this Extended USA Forecast, that's all for now, and thanks for watching.